Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for April 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your monthly reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. Just to make you aware, April really ramps up the energetic pace of the year as it actually opens the first major portal of change through the form of an eclipse, and that occurs on the 20th of April. Now, many years ago, of course, eclipses used to be feared, but they actually offer an opportunity to supercharge the intentions that you've already set. And this is especially because we do have a new moon eclipse in the sign of Aries, which really gives you a recharge of your batteries and that vitality to go out and get what you desire. It's actually a unique opportunity because it is the second moon in Aries in a row, and that gives you that go-getting spirit, that tenacious focus, and you start to get stuff done and be super organized. Now, this new moon also communes with Pluto, so everything that's been troubling you or anything that's been inauthentic or not working is actually broken down and released for you this month. So it actually is a positive force. It's a time to declutter the home space as well as your mind and detox your body, mind, and soul. It's not all plain sailing though, of course. It will be a very pressurized time because you will be in a state of doing, very busy month of multitasking. So it is important to set out some quiet times and get your intentions in order, and also take some time to reflect, recharge those batteries before you start the process of doing. Now, also, because we do have 2 moons in the sign of Aries, it often indicates you're being given a second chance to do things that you really want to do. So if you really want to revisit a hobby that perhaps you've let go of, or a project that you haven't finished, maybe there's a book that you mean to complete or write or read. It could also be an area of your life that you want to reconnect to. Maybe you have travel plans that you've had on hold for a while, or simply you want to discover a part of yourself or rediscover a part of yourself that you feel like you've lost touch with. This is definitely the month to do it, okay? Now, also, we do have Mercury retrograding from the 21st of April, and that's actually in the sign of Taurus. Now, this can bring major change in the finance industry. So it can bring miscommunication regarding money, and it's also a very good time to look at your budget as well as make sure your investments are safe against economic fluctuations. Now, we've already seen some major financial fluctuations in the markets. It's been all over the news, of course, it's important to realize that there is a little bit more of a bumpy road ahead, but I see that you're putting yourself in a really good position to weather any storm because you're very clever, you're very savvy, you're very intuitive, and you can see what is happening, okay? Now, also, it's been coming up in my readings for quite some time. It's been showing up just before we hit 2023. There's been tower moments showing up for March and April, so that tends to mean, you know, some sort of major restructure going on, and it's always been showing up in the career readings, the financial readings. Whenever I address finances, that tower keeps coming up for March and April, so just keep an eye on it. I definitely see you maybe shuffling your finances about, putting them in institutions that you trust. At the same time, you'll make sure that those institutions are not linked so that you can actually be ensured that your investments or your acquisitions are safe, okay? Now, I'm actually seeing a really great month for you ahead, even though some people have got a little bit of, you know, negative energy popping in. I feel there is a little bit of nervousness about you, a little bit anxiety about perhaps something you're trying to work out or trying to attract right now. You may feel a little bit alone in your endeavors of something that you're trying to work out, or you're trying to restructure or work out your next move, but you've got double Wheel of Fortune, which means success, good luck, and prosperity is on its way, but also destiny intervenes to bring you something really, really positive, okay? Now, for you in particular, my beautiful Capricorn, I'm just going to say I'll let that siren go past. As for you in particular, your 10th house of ambition is starred at the beginning of the month. Now, 10, of course, is a great number because you've got the Wheel of Fortune, and that is number 10 in the major arcanas. Now, whether you're retired or not, or you're a home help, or you're someone who's a carer, looks after, you know, a member of family, or you're a carer in the healthcare industry, or whether you are someone who, you know, is taking a sabbatical, doesn't matter, whatever it is you're connecting to, even if you are like a, you know, a mom and a pop who stay at home and look after your children, whatever projects you've got on the go, because sometimes people relate ambition to career, and it doesn't always have to be that. It can be that you're focused on a project, trying to get something done within the home space, especially since your 4th house is activated at the middle of the month and beyond, right up until we step into May there. You'll be looking at the home space, decluttering the home space. There'll be projects on the go, DIY. You may feel compelled to, you know, give a room a lick of paint, or you just restructure. You're definitely going to be reorganizing in the home space. And, you know, the 10th house really helps you accomplish your goals, whatever they may be. Now, these may be health goals. I definitely see here that you're attracting better energy. We've got the Empress there, so you're definitely body, mind, and soul really trying to lead a healthier lifestyle. You may be observing patterns, that food substances, how they make you feel, cutting out anything that perhaps makes you feel a little bit hazy, distracts you from your targets, makes you feel low energy or bloated. You may be cutting those things out, implementing healthcare routines like better exercise. I'm actually seeing someone stretching right now. So someone may have started stretching when they first get up in the morning. I mean, that's actually a really wonderful thing to do, especially if you're someone who does yoga first thing in the morning or stretching. I feel it's helping like the body realign itself. I mean, when we sleep, the body tends to realign itself anyway, but when we get up, of course, everything that's been lying down, we get up, everything starts to, you know, shift. So I feel if that's you, you've started to do a little bit of stretching in the morning, that's really great. And it's going to set you up for the day and make you feel great as well. So I don't think that's going to be relevant for everybody, but I'm feeling it and I'm seeing it in the water right now. So someone's obviously either needing to hear that, or so for example, if you've been feeling a little bit achy recently, or you've been noticing that the cartilage is a little bit stiffer or thinner in certain areas, or you've been feeling a few aches and pains in your bones, I feel implementing a stretching routine first thing in the morning is actually going to in some way help. I'm not a medical physician or anything like that, but they're just showing me in the water, so I'm giving you what I'm seeing, so apply it to your circumstances as you will. But that 4th house also indicates you being looking at your responsibilities within the home space or within the family unit, where you feel like you fit in. You're going to really think about where you belong this month. This is going to be a big philosophical month for you, looking at who you are, the path you're on, where you feel like you belong, and whether you're on the right track to achieve your goals. We got the Lovers card there as well, so some of you may be thinking about love, but ultimately the Lovers card indicates you're looking at your options, your choices, and you're making decisions that align with your heart, and you're attracting what you truly desire and what you need at this moment. Pay close attention to your synchronicities. You've got the Lovers card and the 2 of Cups, which is very similar energy, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune twice, as well as a 9 of Cups, which means a wish is delivered. Something you're hoping to achieve is going to show up for you in the month of April. Now, because that 4th house is still, they're giving me 4th house, 4th house, 4th house. So they're indicating some of you may go into real estate, or you may be looking to buy a property or even sell a property. Real estate, you may be investing your finances into you know, bricks and mortar, that sort of thing. So that's showing up heavily there for you as well. I feel like it's a very good time for you, but you will have to find your moment, okay, your window of opportunity, because I feel prices are fluctuating at the moment. They will continue to fluctuate. I do see the housing market going down, okay, in price. So, I mean, that's to come. I just want you to be aware of that, but you will see fluctuations in the market. You're probably already seeing that. I don't really know what I'm talking about because I'm not really looking at those things or keeping an eye on those things, but that's what they're giving me in the water right now. So if you are someone who is looking to invest and things like that, then I feel there will be that window of opportunity for you to really, get what you desire in that area. Now, let's move on. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're also indicating, this is for all you wonderful Capricorns out there, they're indicating that you're going to be focused on all things domestic at the second half of the month. And they want you to be aware that there will be something you will need to fix or replace within the home space. They're telling me it's electrical, okay? I mean, it could be anything like a food blender if you're lucky enough to have one of those. It could be like a microphone. It could be a microphone, probably because I'm looking at a microphone right now. It could also be microwave. It could be something electrical that you need. I'm not really sure what kind of appliance it is. For some reason, I'm drawn to the kitchen energy, but I mean, it could be anywhere in the home space. So you may need to either replace that or declutter it, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. That's something that's coming out strongly. Nobody likes to hear that an electrical appliance is going to break down, but they're just showing me that it either may need fixing, or if you want to, get rid of it, the choice of course is yours, but they're showing me that happening there as well. Okay, so I'm just going to move on from that energy that they're giving me. Your first card is the Hermit. Okay, so this is a period of withdrawal in order to really think about your next step, really to gain wisdom, to go inwards for answers. This card is really about taking a step back from the everyday, because you may have felt really exhausted. You may have been contemplating your next move, but also I feel that you've been very busy recently. I feel things have been a bit supercharged for you, but excuse me, right now you're looking at your options in life and what is to come next, okay? As you can see with the Hermit energy, this polar bear there, it's like hibernation mode and lots of pearls of wisdom, so learning a lot about yourself, but I feel this is more that philosophical energy of where you feel like you belong this month and whether you're on the right path. And if not, you're mapping out the next steps or tweaking the plan in some way in order to get to where you want to go. I actually see that you're on track. You're going to be exactly where you need to be. You're going to be in the right place, the right moment to receive the right opportunities, and there is a lot of prosperity headed in your direction as well. But you're checking in with your inner knowledge and your inner compass, your inner guide, to help you plan a strategy of what is next for you, okay? I feel it's a necessary timeout. Sometimes we've just got to take a break. We've got to recharge our batteries, but I feel like you're going through a major period of growth right now, and you need to really regroup your energy, renew, and find a different perspective on something in your life. But I feel this is a necessary timeout. So some of you may have been planning a vacation or just, a duvet day or even a couple of days off just to work out where you're at right now, because they're giving me that workout energy. Some of you may have been a bit of a homebody recently, and if you are looking for love, they are indicating it's time to get out of the house in order to find someone new. Now, of course, that's easier said than done. If you are looking for love, there's lots of different circumstances that are surrounding you at the moment. Of course, we're all sort of emerging after a major pandemic, and we're all going to take it at our own pace, how we just readdress and slot back into life. Some people are already doing that. Some people are hesitant. Some people not so much. So it depends on where you are and where you're at in your life. But I definitely see that if you're looking for love, I see some of you meeting someone at a place where there is either competition or you're training for something or something that challenges you in a very exciting way. It could be, a sporting event. It could be you going to the gym. It could also be somewhere where you go on a spiritual retreat in order to feel better or in order to rediscover parts of yourself and process a lot of emotions. I definitely see you attracting love this month, but you need to put yourself in the position to meet new energy, okay? Now, of course, some of you may actually meet someone online. There's a true potential here, but they're showing me you going out of the house to meet this person, okay? And they're showing me that this person is everything you wish for. It's a divine union, and it will come together in unity, and there will be a high level commitment. I feel this is destined relationship as well there. So I feel actually you've got a couple of options in love if you're looking for them. If you're in a relationship already at the moment, some of you may have felt a little bit withdrawn recently, and it's in order to protect your energy and really nourish yourself. So you may have been a little bit more focused on something for you as opposed to the union at this time. It's not a selfish act. I feel like whatever it is you need to focus on for you, I feel, you and your person may go traveling. You may take a quick trip just to renew your energy and come back together in union for a bit. I mean, some of you may have traveled for work and there seems to be at a bit of a distance, or some of you are pregnant and, you've just been fluctuating in your emotions and you've just been feeling a little bit withdrawn and a little bit exhausted at the moment, but you both love each other very dearly. You'll come back together in union, and some of you may even move home with your person, or if you're in a relationship at the moment, you may even move in with your person if you haven't already. Okay, now moving on, because we have the Hermit there, the Hermit takes themselves out of the very busy day life in order to really get perspective and just to recharge batteries. And because we got the Empress there, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. The Empress energy is really about nourishing yourself, okay? Really reconnecting to yourself, especially if you've been so busy that you've been neglecting your own needs. This is really about implementing healthcare routines, cutting out any food substances that perhaps are not very good for you, that drain your energy. Can also be about you connecting more to your creativity and, connecting also to like beauty routines or, revamping your wardrobe, that sort of thing. You may also feel compelled to get out into nature to really connect to the world around you. Now, this card also tells me that you are super, super talented and super gifted in an area that you feel compelled to work in, or an area where you feel is your true calling. And you're going to be very, very productive in the month of April. So it's going to be busy, busy, busy. Some of you will literally go off grid to really focus on something that you're creating, something that it may be a startup, or it may be you stepping into a leadership position and you want to prepare for it. Whatever it is, I feel like everything is starting to slot into place for you. You may have been training for something, you may get that certificate and pass a test, or it could be that you are up against some really fierce competition for something and you are the person that clinches the deal or that project. You're the person who's going to succeed. Success is on your side, fate is on your side, and luck is on your side too. This is a period of blossoming. Also, I feel this month you're going to start noticing people who notice you. There's going to be a real spring in your step. You're just going to have a little bit more energy to play with this month. So if you've been feeling like lackluster, or you've been feeling low energy or motivation, you're going to feel a little bit more like yourself than you've done for a while. And I definitely get a sense here that people are going to be finding you very, very attractive. You're actually magnetizing not just opportunities, but attention. You're going to get a lot of attention this month as well. So look out for that as well. Now, some of you, of course, if you're pregnant, you may go on maternity leave this month. You may actually be a little bit more of a homebody. You may feel conflicted about this. You kind of really want to like be up and doing, and but you need to take the necessary time out to prepare for giving birth, of course. And you may be wondering, what do you do to fill your time, because you don't really want to focus. Sometimes, especially when you're pregnant, you're like, okay, you know that the big due date is coming, and you're like, okay, don't really want to focus on that because it is a major transition that you'll go through, and it may like start to overplay in your mind. So I feel like you're trying to keep yourself busy, okay? And you will find lots of things around the home space to keep you active. Now, with the Five of Wands here, this is a card of thinking about your next move. And I feel that's something that you're really going to be contemplating this month. You see life as a bit of a strategy, a game of chess, literally. And I feel like you're putting yourself in a really great position. Now, that is a great position to either weather a storm. As you can see, we've got the polar bear there who is buried deep, and the storm is above but is untouched because he's built, or he or she has built, a sanctuary to sort of weather that storm. So even in periods of uncertainty, I feel like you're really in a good position, a very powerful position to attract more abundance, protection, and prosperity, okay? And we all can see, you don't need me to tell you that there are economic fluctuations, even though I could feel it and see it in the readings, and I was telling you about it last year, that it is coming, okay? And now it's kind of here. So I feel you're also intuitively prepared, but you don't need me to tell you this. You can see it with your own eyes. But I feel like you're someone who naturally comes with a skill set of business sense. Okay, so I feel even if you are someone who is super creative, because creatives, they tend to think about the creative vision, the spark, the passion, the doing. They don't think of the practical side sometimes, but unfortunately we have to apply those skills in lots of different areas. So you may not want to think about the business aspect, but I feel it's something that naturally flows to you anyway. So you can't help but think of the what ifs in life to make sure that you're prepared, because I feel that's what you're in right now. You're in a preparation mode with this card. Now, this card also indicates that a lot of brainstorming is going to happen this month. You're diversifying is what they're giving me. Lots of new ideas. You're being intrigued by things that are very novel. You're being a bit of a maverick. This is a time to really explore all those wonderful ideas that come from left field. Many people may think, wow, that's a bit of a weird and wonderful idea. It's very unique. And you're like, yeah, watch me make it happen. Other people may not go with that because they're afraid, because no one's done it before, or they don't know how to do it. But you're the sort of person who sees it as a challenge, that it's exciting. You know, you're as I said, a maverick, a visionary who gets stuff done. You don't just talk about something, you are productive and you make it happen. Also, the Five of Wands indicates, you know, that moment, that very pinnacle moment before success. You're on the precipice. The next card up is the Six of Wands, which is victory, the thing you've been in training for. For some of you, you have literally been in training for something. So it could be you are someone who's an athlete, or you're sporty and you've been in training, or you've been at college and you've been training, or some of you have literally been taking a course of learning and you're about to triumph and finish it, and it sets you up for the next step on your path. I feel it's going to be a very, very lucrative month for you as well. Your vision is coming to life is what I see. Now, in terms of finances, the Five of Wands actually indicates that you're looking at the competition that's around you if you're in a very competitive arena, and you're looking at actually what you have to offer, because you're very unique. When it comes to the Empress energy and the Hermit, you are someone who's super wise. You're someone who is mature. You know what you want. You're a bit of an old soul, and that is actually in your favor, okay? Because I feel if you're going up for something that is competitive, you're ahead of the game already. You're above the competition. So if you are someone who has been out of the working environment for a while and you're going for an interview, remember that you've got this. You've got assets that other people just do not have. You've also got strengths in areas that other people don't have. You've got knowledge that you just happen to have naturally. You have a natural flair is what they're giving me, and you're naturally gifted. And even if you are already in a career and you're trying to put your resume out there to get something new because you're feeling a little bit dissatisfied at the moment, I feel suddenly an opportunity comes your way that you're going to really relish, and you're going to clinch the deal because you are the best person for the job, okay? Now, if you're retired, some of you may be going through a real deep self-reflection period where you're wondering what life's all about. All the ups and downs of life, you know, it's like you're taking it in your stride, but you're also trying to reconnect with nature. You're trying to really deepen your faith and have a deeper understanding of your role in the universe. And things are coming full circle for you. You're starting to love yourself in ways that perhaps you haven't loved yourself before. And I feel you're looking at all the conflict that perhaps you may have experienced when you were younger, or even looking back at the way you thought about yourself in the past. And you realize, actually, you're really awesome. You're really gorgeous. You're really attractive, but you may not have seen those aspects within yourself when you were younger. And now that you're older, you can see. You can look back and see, wow, I was just so attractive, but I actually didn't think that way. I am so intelligent, but I never thought I was. You know, all those doubts you had about yourself, as you start to evolve, you start to really love yourself and find emotional security within yourself and look back and think, I wish I felt the way I do about myself now back then. And this has come up twice in a reading now. It's a quote. I can't really tell you who said it. I want to say it was someone like, oh gosh, very important writer. Okay, it'll come to me. I can't think of it right now. Dear Spirit, if you could give me the answer, that'd be truly grateful. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They're giving me Oscar Wilde. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I'm going to have to look it up, see if it is Oscar Wilde. But they're giving me youth is wasted on the youth. Okay, so I'm going to have to look that up. I'm not really sure if it was that person who said it, but I'm just being given Oscar Wilde. So that may literally be relevant because someone's reading a book by Oscar Wilde, or you've just read a quote by Oscar Wilde. It may not be the same one, but I'm going to leave it like that because that's what's coming up there as well. Okay, now I keep getting this energy of you are putting yourself in a really good position and you're attracting a lot of abundance. Some of you will be connecting to a talent that you have not tapped into yet. So I feel like you've got a hidden talent, something that you will rediscover. And what I mean by rediscover, it's something you were always good at that you thought, I'm quite good at that, but you never really followed it through. You may actually return to that this month, and it can become a business opportunity if you wish it to be. So whether you are thinking about, becoming a consultant on something you used to do, or whether you are thinking about setting up a second stream of income, a channel that you're setting up for yourself, or maybe you are becoming a mentor for someone, whatever it is that you're thinking of setting up, I feel it's going to be very lucrative. I want you to be aware of that, okay? Now, we've got the Choices card in the Resistance position here. This is a Lovers card, and I feel like you do have a lot of options in life, and right now you're looking at the things that drain you. As you can see, we've got the Sun card there, sorry, the Sun energy, and we've got the Moon. Now, the Moon cannot shine all by itself. It needs the Sun, and I feel part of you may have been feeling a little bit drained, or you may have been feeling that something has tried to dull your shine, and you're trying to eradicate it. Okay, you're trying to cut it out. So it could be a food substance, it could be a situation, it could be a person. And I feel like you're really trying to detach yourself from anything that makes you feel low vibrations. Also, with the Choices card, this is the Lovers card. So it indicates a period. At grassroots, it basically means the law of attraction. You are connecting with your heart and with your emotions, and you're vibing at a frequency that matches the thing that you want. But you may have felt that your manifestations have not been showing up. The things that you've been thinking about, you may have felt everything's just like either delayed, or you feel like you're always waiting. And this energy indicates that mid-month, things are going to shift in a better direction for you. You're going to see that actually everything that you desire is starting to slot into place for you as well. The Lovers card is a card of partnerships. So some of you may be thinking of going into business with another person, or if you are in a partnership in business, you may be thinking about going solo, because we've got the Hermit energy there as well. When it comes to love, you may be in a single energy looking for love. You may be pampering yourself and connecting to your own personal needs and attracting someone who is very romantic at this time as well. We've already talked about that. I definitely see that there's an opportunity for you to attract someone who is very understanding, very passionate, very loving, a soulmate, if you will, that will lead to a high level commitment long term. Now, also with the Lovers card in this position, some of you may have gone through a breakup. Now this could be recent, and it doesn't have to be, but it could be a breakup that you are still trying to resolve within your mind, okay? I feel some of you may have had your confidence knocked a little bit, and I feel that you are rebuilding your confidence. You may have taken some time out to really wonder why that situation happened. I feel with the Two of Wands there, I feel, well, some of you may have been at a distance from this person, and it just felt like it was a difficult thing to reconcile. Okay, so I'm getting a small percentage of energy regarding that. I do see that there is a potential for you to reunite with this person if it was just a problem of distance, because I feel both of you are magnetized. You'll come back together. You'll make it work. If there were problems, someone abusing their power in some way or someone having a bit of an ego, I definitely see that you're leaving that situation behind, and actually you have someone new waiting in the wings, and they are rivaling this person. I feel like you're going to get attention from someone new. I don't feel like you're going to like parade it in your past person's face, but I feel they may get wind of it, and I feel they're going to really regret letting you go. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there. This is not really meant to be a love reading, but it's just coming through there briefly. I do feel actually you have a lot of options, some big choices at the end of the month to make, and I feel divine timing sets you up for achieving a wish. You're going to be really satisfied with the way the end of the month ends for you. Some really great news, something that you've been trying to navigate that has been difficult, and you may have felt that it wasn't going to happen. It actually just works out perfectly. If you feel it's a little bit of a risk, because they're actually showing me a dice in the water right now. I'm just going to connect to that energy. One moment, please. Oh, okay. Well, a dice obviously means, fate. And you've got 2 Wheel of Fortunes there. So this can be something fated will happen. It may seem like it was risky, but fate intervenes to make it happen. So get organized. It can be a very unexpected month. And they're also giving me unexpected sum of money coming in. Okay, unexpected sum of money. It's a pleasant surprise. Okay. Also, if you are taking a risk in anything, I would say do your due diligence. Make sure, you're very smart, my beautiful Capricorn. I'm sure you would always take a calculated risk, something you've really thought about and evaluated before you do it. But they're just, if there's any contracts involved or anything binding, I would say definitely read the small print and make sure you are aware of all aspects before you sign anything. I don't see anything negative here, but it may cause a bit of a delay if there's something in the contract that perhaps you didn't notice, okay, is what I'm seeing here. Also, you may even find a dice randomly, maybe on the street, the sidewalk, maybe on the subway, or it could be like in your home on the floor that's like been tucked away somewhere. Could also be that you see someone who's got a tattoo of a dice, or you see one on a billboard. Look out for a sign about dice, because they're indicating it's one dice on its own. They're indicating that something just goes in your favor. They're seeing, the way I'm seeing it, it's like being thrown and there's a 6. Okay, 6 is good fortune. 6, some people say 6 is a bad number, but 6 is actually a really positive number. It means success. It means a gift from the universe. It means balance, harmony, and being on the right path on your journey. Okay, so it basically means success. I mean, also you got the Lover's card, which is number 6. So I feel, whatever it is you're taking a chance on, of course you're doing your due diligence, but I feel like it's going to work out perfectly for you. Okay. I mean, it's underlined by the 2 of Cups. There may have been a recent disappointment. It's not going to go the same way. You may have felt a little bit downhearted, or you may have felt a little bit like not yourself recently. You may have felt a little bit out of sorts, but you're going to rediscover yourself, rediscover your energy, and you are very heavily in the law of attraction from the 15th of April is what they're giving me. The 15th of April, very strong law of attraction, and they're giving me an energy to write a list. Write a list of the things that you want. Get organized, because stuff is showing up in your world. There's something here, either paperwork or documents that you've been waiting for, and you felt it's not going to happen in the time frame that you want. You may felt there's a delay or something. They're actually going to surprise you. By the 15th of April, they're going to show up for you. Now, these could be documents that are to do with business or to do with a home. Maybe you're completing on a home, or you're actually, maybe some of you are waiting for a health document to show up and it's been ages. The 15th of April is a really good day in and around that date to receive these documents. So if it's something that's coming through in a hard copy, I would keep an eye on the post, because they're indicating it's coming through. Okay, you don't want to miss this, whatever this is. Now, of course, 2 of Cups, it does mean an agreement, a contract, and something binding. So I do feel like there's a proposal here for you. This could be in business, but it could also be in terms of relationship. So if you are in a relationship, this could be your person asking you to move in with them, or asking you to marry them, or perhaps you and your person are actually getting married in the month of April. And if that's the case, congratulations, and have the most magical time indeed. You're with your soulmate. This is a loving union, and it will stand the test of time. Now, also, some of you may be, as I said, thinking, if you're in a solitary energy and you're thinking about starting up a business, you may actually decide to go into business with somebody. There may be a partnership here, or you may delay going into a partnership until you just investigate it a little bit more, okay, is what I see. But I think partnerships, because it's in the resistance position, I feel there's something here that you really want to do alone, okay? I mean, a partnership doesn't mean that you're just partnering up with another person. Like, it could mean that you are partnering up with a business, you know, a company that you've always wanted to work with. There's a contract where there's reciprocity. You give them your energy and your skill set, and they give you a financial exchange for your talents. So it doesn't always have to be with a person. So I definitely see you connecting to something that you've been longing to connect to, something that really sets your heart on fire there as well. Now, they're giving me a wonderful encounter that you're going to have in the month of April. This is someone who, it's almost like if you have been feeling a little bit lonely recently and you've been looking for soul tribe members, or you wanted to belong to a community and you feel you're just on the outsides looking in, I feel like there's an event, an invitation that you will receive. You're going to be a bit hesitant as to whether you should go. I feel it is a community event, or there's a gathering there of people, because they give me the word communion. Okay, I mean, this could be a religious connotation. I'm not really sure. My readings are not really religious, but I feel like communion, as in people coming together, is what I'm feeling here. I feel like there are a group of people that will become your soul tribe members. Okay, I feel like you're finding your people this month, or at least one of them. There's one in particular that you're like, we vibe on a frequency that is what I've been looking for. You've been waiting for a friendship like this for some time, is what I'm seeing here as well. Also, and this is shown up for a couple of readings for different signs. I think you're the third sign to get it, and I'm nearly through the 12 signs, of course. But you're going to get something free in the month of April. This could be a free coffee, could be that you purchase something and you get a free gift with it, because they give me the word gift, okay? I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. For those of you who are just new to my channel and you're wondering what I'm doing and what the water is all about, it's all about energy and scrying. I take up the energy from the cards in the water at the same time. So yeah, I'm seeing a gift being given. I mean, it could be that you purchase something like, I don't know, so random, a vacuum cleaner, right? And you're given a free gift that you were not aware comes with it, okay? And it's something that's really quite good, something that you really want, actually. So please take it as it resonates. It could even be that someone pays it forward and pays for your groceries, or someone, you know, gives you a free drink or a free, you know, I just see free something, okay? So just look out for that. What else am I getting from this? Now, this really is about balance and harmony. So if you've been feeling a little bit out of sync with yourself at the moment, I do feel like you're replenishing your energy and you're being encouraged by the universe to connect to your dreams, because you are in a very strong manifestation energy. They're just basically indicating, express your desire for what you truly want, especially write it down in a list, and it shall be so. It's like you can order cosmic ordering from the universe this month, is what they're giving me. Some of you may even be reading a book right now about cosmic ordering from the universe. Pay attention to what they give you, because there's something there that will help you in that book. Now, Two of Wands, as you can see, this figure is sitting on the house. So some of you may have been sitting on an idea, or that will be bringing a lot of security. Two of Wands actually means you're feeling a little bit restless, or there's a project that you've got in mind that's been bubbling up and you're waiting for the right moment to action it, or you feel, you know, you've got a lot of ambition. I mean, Two of Wands can also connect to risk. So some of you may be like in the planning stages of something, and you're just mapping out your progress or trying to trust in the unknown and sort of envisage the right moment to take action, but they are indicating that the perfect situation for you is showing up. So the universe is actually aligning to bring you what you need. Now, because the Two of Wands, that figure is sitting on the home space, on a house there, I feel like you're looking at the uncertainty of the world. Moon represents uncertainty, it represents doubts, and you may feel like there's a lot of topsy-turvy energy in the world right now, and you're just trying to find a way to secure your position. I see that you have a winning strategy. I see that you are actually putting yourself in a really good position to weather any storm, whether it's economic or otherwise. And I feel like there's something here that you have been waiting for. You will attract it in the month of April. There's some really great news coming your way. So it's a very, very positive time. But they're showing me that you're at the planning stages of something, and you may not see the results right now, but the rewards are coming. They are headed in your right direction. Okay. Now, at the end of the month, we've got changing cycles. So some of you may literally change a job or career, or even change lanes within the sector that you work in. Some of you may decide to retire. You're changing your status, or changing, the flow of the way you live life. So if you are retiring, it may be a bit of a slower pace. You're still going to be doing stuff. You're still going to keep active and be doing wonderful things. This is your time to enjoy. But I feel you're changing something. Some of you may even change where you live. You may emigrate, or actually decide to move states. Whatever it is, I feel like you're shaking things up a little bit at the end of the month. You're transforming things. It is a time of metamorphosis, and it is so positive for you, okay? Luck is on your side. This is a card where fate intervenes to bring you what you truly desire. There's going to be lots of meaningful coincidences and forces beyond your control that are opening and operating up doors for you. I mean, they're opening up doors and they're operating in your life to bring you what is right for you for your highest good. Okay, things are going to start to pick up pace really quickly at the end of the month. Also, expect positive conclusions, and they're actually showing me, it's interesting, it's not a beach ball, but in the water they're showing me a beach ball. So, I mean, this figure, I'm going to really connect to the beach ball energy. I mean, you could literally be going to the beach and you've bought a beach ball, especially if you've got children, or if you are expecting to play beach volley, maybe. But they're giving me this energy of playful and lighthearted approach to confront any issues that you have. This is a great position to be in because you're in a positive mindset and you will overcome any obstacles with ease. Could also be a desire to get away and have fun. Okay, thanks so much. I'm so grateful. I did not know this, and I'm going to have to look this up, okay? But now this is not going to resonate for everyone. Well, I hope this does not resonate for everyone. It's not doom and gloom, just don't worry, but they're giving me that a beach ball, I almost don't want to say this, but they're giving me that a beach ball apparently geologically can indicate a type of slip that occurs during an earthquake. They're giving me a fault line slip during an earthquake, okay? Now, of course, they're not pinpointing any country for me, so it could mean, I mean, it may be just spiritually that you're shaking your world up a little bit to regenerate things for yourself, or try something new, open up a new chapter for yourself. So it may be that, but I mean, because they just gave me that geologically, I mean, if you live on a fault line, there is a potential for an earthquake in the month of April. You know, I almost want to discount that because the earth is ever evolving, it's ever moving. And whenever I get a sense of earthquake, I can never, my gifts have not evolved enough for me to pinpoint the area. I wish it did, because I'd be like, okay, there's going to be an earthquake in wherever, and I'd be able to say, hello, everybody in that country, prepare for an earthquake. But unfortunately, I'm still learning about my craft and I'm still developing it. So maybe one day I'll be able to absolutely pinpoint an area. But I would say, yeah, that I'm just going to leave it like that. There's nothing more I can do with that. So it can literally mean, though, spiritually, you're reconstructing your world in a different way, and you're doing it in a very radical way where it changes the game in some way. So I'll just leave it like that. Okay, we do have a Nine of Cups here, so whatever you're wishing for, it's a very, very positive time because it will be delivered. Now, if you're wishing for, you know, a little bit more excitement, a little bit more spontaneity into your world, I definitely see that there is something coming for you that is a little bit more exciting, but we've got a Nine of Swords here. So the Nine of Swords is a little bit of doubt or a little bit of anxiety. Also, they're giving me, it's very important that you pay attention to your sleeping patterns, okay? Because it can rob you of energy and focus during the day. So if you have been having trouble sleeping, they're actually giving me to realign your bed or where you put your head in your room. Okay. I don't know anything really about feng shui and things like that, but sometimes it pops up in the readings. Your head needs to face north when sleeping, and this may help you sleep. Don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to look that up, but they're just giving me, you may actually just reconfigure your bedroom in some way or just change the way you sleep in the bed, and it may help with sleeping patterns. Okay. Also, they're giving me, and this has come up before, so please excuse me if you've heard this before. This has come up in a reading last year. I almost want to, my gosh, I want to yawn. It actually does work. I do apologize. They're giving me to take the in-between there of your thumb and rub it there. Hold it and just rub it, and you start to feel sleepy. And it actually did do that for me. I'm going to stop because I don't want to fall asleep in your reading. You don't want to see Baba conked out on the table there on the altar. That's not going to be a good look for anybody. We've got the Nine of Cups, so this is a really positive outcome. You're going to be really satisfied with yourself, with the amount of stuff that you got done, the strategies that you put in place, and you've set yourself up for success and fulfillment. Okay, so also with the Nine of Cups, this is a card of dreams coming true, and that life is for living. Okay, yes, you're planning a strategy. I feel like you're factoring in a schedule that has a little bit more me time, or a little bit more time to travel, a little bit more time to connect to your family. Okay, they're also giving me a message with this, and it's like, don't just hoard your money. Enjoy some of it. Okay, I mean, not all of us don't have the luxury of having loads, like a stash of money there waiting to go off and have loads of fun. Unfortunately, we don't have that, but if you are lucky enough to have some finances that you are able to play with, then of course life is for living. You know, live in the moment, enjoy yourself. But I actually see you being very, very savvy with your finances, being very strict with your budget, and with the Nine of Swords there, this is an interesting card because it's a card to have faith. And it's also a card that when we are trying to start something new, or when we're in the planning stages of something, it can raise a few anxieties or doubts because we're like, am I doing the right thing? Is this going to be successful? Am I going to fail? Is anybody out there who could help me? You know, we have a lot of like worries, and these may manifest just when you're going to sleep. When you're lying in bed like, okay, time for bed. And it's like, remember that time I said that thing to that person about 10 years ago? I wonder how they feel about it. I can't believe I said that thing. Or you may start to like think about, oh gosh, I didn't do that thing. This is the time where you're meant to quieten your mind, but the brain starts to go, oh, this is my time to have a chat with you because you've been so busy throughout the whole day doing loads of other things. We haven't had a chance to chat, so now's my time to have that conversation of all the things that's been on my mind. So I feel it's important to get proper rest, to disconnect from things like phones, computers, that, you know, even like 10-15 minutes before bed, just chill. Okay. Also, the Nine of Swords is a card to have a little bit more positivity. Okay, to have faith, because the Nine of Swords can connect to negative self-talk. Sometimes, you know, we get in our own way. We start to fear things that we are trying to set up. We start to doubt our skill set, and they're showing me that actually you're really good at what you do. So there are no doubts. Just do your due diligence, and you are, you know, setting yourself up in a really good position for some excellent luck and things to work out in your favor. Okay, I almost see yourself having a bit of a heart-to-heart at the end of the month, where you're really checking in with yourself and seeing if you're on the right track. Also, they're giving me the word flexibility. flexibility. So, I mean, we have divine timing there, as you can see. There's a pocket watch which indicates this opportunity that's coming in is right on time. Some of you, it will be a promotion, a raise, stepping into a leadership position where you will be a very supportive leader. You're really good at what you do. You're very pragmatic, but at the same time, you're also someone who cares. You're someone who nurtures a team below you. So I feel like you would be a very excellent boss, a natural leader there. Also, for those of you who are already in your own business, I feel like you may have to shuffle some things around, but I feel everything that you are working on actually starts to come into the correct order, and I feel there was nothing to worry about in the first place. Destiny intervenes and everything is great. I do feel like there is some news that you've been waiting for, or documents. I've already said that. Documents or news that you've been waiting for, it shows up for you, and it shows you that actually the universe supports your choices and is actually encouraging you on your path. Things start to get easier from the end of April into May. Now, the Wheel of Fortune indicates prosperity is coming, okay? But it can mean that prosperity is easy come, easy go. So I do feel that you are keeping an eye on things when it comes to finances. Let me just pull one more card before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Whoa. Okay. So 3 of Wands, Magician. Isn't that interesting? You've got 3 of Wands, which is the waiting, anticipating, and then you got Tower, you got the Magician and the Fool. So some of you are literally waiting for an economic fluctuation in order to buy property, or in order to maybe set up a business or invest in things that are lower in price, is what I'm seeing. The 3 of Wands is actually a really positive card because it means you're on the right path. You're aligning yourself with what life has to offer. It's a card of expansion on opportunities, a fullness of creativity and achievement. It indicates you're making really great choices for yourself right now, and that you're in harmony with your heart's desire, and that there is an abundance of opportunity and prosperity headed in your direction. The sea is golden. We do have the Tower, which indicates you coming out of a comfort zone, really liberating yourself from anything which makes you feel stuck. Also, it can represent a shock or a surprise. Now, because you got 2 Wheels of Fortune, if you know my readings, the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, they tend to show up together. Now, Towers have been showing up for April and March. We've already gone through March and we've already seen what's happened there. But the Tower can represent something that you have to let go of in order to embrace something new. So some of you may literally be leaving something behind in order to embrace something new, whether it's a new home, new way of living, new way of life, new relationship, or a new opportunity. I definitely feel that with the Fool card, it's like what you need to do to come out of your comfort zone is take a leap of faith. And then you're in magician mode, which means you're in manifestation mode. There is an element of magic about you in the month of April. You're attracting things that you need, having that confidence, you're taking action, you're focused, and you will skillfully navigate any changes in order to accomplish your goal. And take that leap of faith you will. Okay, you may be starting again on something, but you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, because the Hermit energy is your first card, which means you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom in whatever area it is that you are thinking about. Now, this is a new journey. It could be a new beginning or just a new chapter, even a new approach to something that you remain in. So even if you don't want to move your job, or you don't want to leave your position, or a relationship or anything like that, I feel like it's you approaching things from a different viewpoint to inject a little bit more fun, a little bit more spontaneity, and a little bit more adventure into it. But I feel you're on the precipice of change, and it is going to bring a lot of good fortune for you as well. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some final cards before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They're actually showing me that there's going to be a pure white feather that floats down in front of you. You're going to notice this. It won't land on you. It's going to float past you. This is a message from Spirit that you're protected, okay, and that you're being guided to prosperity. That's what they're showing me right now. They're showing me that forces beyond your control are helping you achieve your desires, okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Isn't it interesting? Every sign is getting some of the same cards. It's like collectively we're all merging because things are changing and it's affecting us all in a very similar way at the moment. We've got Life Boy, don't give up, help is at hand, help is on the way, okay? So if you've been struggling with anything, the universe is stepping in to bring you better karma, to bring you better luck, and to bring you better opportunity. Also, we've got Octopus, keep to yourself, be discreet. Okay, so you've got that hermit energy, so you're withdrawing to focus on something and you're working in silence. It's going to be very successful, whatever it is, whatever project it is. It's going to work out the way you want it to work, which means it is successful. Success looks differently for everyone, of course, so it depends on what you truly desire. But I feel like you have fingers in many, many pies and things are going to work out in your favor. Just don't spread yourself thin, okay? I'm just going to go and get a final trinket before we close. We got the death symbol there. Okay, now that indicates change, transformation. It also indicates, you know, breaking all habits. Some of you may be, you know, liberating yourself from something that you felt stuck in, or something that wasn't good for you, toxic for you perhaps. It could be a toxic work situation or friendship or maybe food substance. You're definitely changing a cycle. This is a connection to endings and beginnings. Okay, so you're in a transitionary period in the month of April. It's a harbinger of transformation and change. Also, it indicates that, yeah, I just get the sense anything that's toxic has been removed for you, or anything that you do not trust or you feel is too good to be true is actually being removed from you. And you may feel like a surprise. I almost feel like there could have been like a partnership that was set up, or you were thinking about a partnership and this person surprises you and you learn about it before you were about to sign with that person. I feel like the universe steps in to protect you from something that could be potentially not positive for you. I feel not detrimental to you, but actually just not positive long term. Okay, so if you feel you're being rejected from something, or you feel like something isn't going in your favor, remember, rejection is protection and redirection to something better. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you in this reading, my beautiful Capricorn. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. I just want to say, if you're looking for love, it'll come as a complete surprise. Okay, it will be love at first sight. It will be like, bam, that's the person for me. Okay, also, some of you may receive a proposal this month and you did not see it coming. This person that loves you is actually going to really surprise you. They've been working really hard because they love you so much. They are setting up a very romantic surprise, and please act surprised because it's coming. Okay, and I just said it. So I'll just leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.